You came here for the conversation, right?
It's going down. It's crazy.
Well, let me be clear. Nothing is off the table. We bring it to you raw and uncut. This is Never Play Yourself, the podcast.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's your boy P4 with another episode of Never Play Yourself podcast. What it do?
What it do? It's the kid, TJ.
What's going on, man?
You know, living life, having fun, playing football, kicking with my little man. Same old shit, you know?
He ain't so little no more, man.
He's not little at all. I can't even pick that nigga up like easily.
No more?
Nah.
How old is he now?
10, 5'1".
He look
He got
15.
it. He's 5'1", over 100 pounds. He about 110, pushing 120 now.
Yeah, he got a little.
He big.
He eating.
Eating.
What you eating him? What you feeding him, I mean?
That nigga-
Fish sticks?
Nah, his mama cook a lot, and she cook in pieces.
He's starting to get a little fuller in the face.
Yep, they need to run something, but he good though, man. Love that kid. He made honor roll, AB honor roll.
Okay. Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
hey, happy for that.
Yeah. All those threatening conversations. I'm like,
Not a lot, you know what I'm saying?
not a lot, just a little bit.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Just when he fuck up, when he need it. You know what I'm saying? When it's needed.
Yeah.
I talk to him.
I understand, man. Yeah. Sometimes you got to be touched.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes you just gotta, you know, just a little touch. You know what I'm saying? No beatings.
No beatings.
Just a touch, you know.
Yeah,
What
so
I'm saying?
it's-
Touched by an angel. You know what I'm saying? I used to like that show.
Right. Shout out to Della Reese. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
You know what I'm saying? Just go out there, boop, a little bit. Man, I know, Father's Day is approaching, and, I think we kind of, around this time, we kind of, talk about fathers and everything and fatherhood and, do a little check-ins with your kids and all that. And, I appreciate everybody from last year's episode with, the whole crew at our ex-Elites Barbershop.
Shout out to RX Elite.
Shout out to Corey and, everybody over there.
Fats the Barber and
Yeah.
I can't remember. My guy from Chicago. I fuck with
Fats.
him. Yeah.
Putty,
Putty, yeah.
Devontae.
What's the guy's name from Chicago? The skinny one.
Matter of fact, all of them was from Chicago.
They are.
All
But what's
shit.
the one, the skinny one?
There's
can't
one
think of
guy,
his name.
the one who had the white tee. He ain't even there no more. So I don't even remember his name. But shout out to him.
That was the skinnier one?
Huh?
The one with the white tee was the skinnier one? No, that wasn't the white.
Was
that
he dark skin or light skin? Because the one who was light skin, he ain't there no more. But the real skinny one that was on the end,
Yeah.
he's still there.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Devontae. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you had Fats, Putty, me, you, Corey. Yeah, who ain't there no more.
And Devontae. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but they ain't there no more. I mean, he ain't there no more. Everybody else still there.
The light skinned one, it was the one that got in the accident on the way back.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember.
yeah, from Orlando.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was very awesome and everything. And I know.
Yeah, I like that's one of my favorite shows of ours. All of them are my favorite, but that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
It's up there, And then so just we want to come full circle.
Oh shit, I didn't pour the clink, and we didn't clink. We got these
got
drinks
these right
so
here.
we're just gonna.
I'm going back.
There we go.
And then they come back there. Got that liquid courage over there. But, I think today's title of the episode is called Superheroes.
Okay.
Would you rather be an unknown superhero or a famous villain?
Unknown superhero or a famous villain.
Right. And what that means said is just like,
Yeah, give me some insight.
as fathers or guys who just try to be, father material to kids out here. Sometimes you got the ones that don't need the credit, the ones who don't get the credit, the ones that are just out here.
Doing what they're supposed to do day by day.
Exactly, and it might not. It could be their child. It might not be their child. You know what I'm saying? It could be the ones who maybe not who live in house with their child, but they out here busting to make ends meet. So, when it's kite day at their kid's school, that
They
he
got the
didn't
biggest kite.
right. He might not let the kid know, hey, dad dropped it out, but it was there.
Right, it's always there.
Right. Now but you also got the ones who just, dads who out here, I do it for show.
Yeah, they just in the pictures. They ain't doing nothing day by day.
Right.
They talk to their kids when the pictures comes.
Right. Or just
Ain't
holidays.
ain't
I
talk
want
to
all the kids to come through
yeah,
and
so I can post these pictures. Ain't seen the kids since
6
the last
months.
holiday.
Yeah.
I feel
You
you.
didn't get their birthdays mixed up.
So you would say like that's the popular famous villain would be
No,
like the
yeah,
dad,
it'd be a
would be like
famous
the
villain.
dad. Nah, I'd rather be unknown then. I'd rather be unknown anyway because yeah, I'd rather be unknown.
I think
Unknown
I think
hero.
naturally all dads would say that naturally, but it's just like more so what your actions doing than
Yeah, what your actions are. I feel that, but I feel in the sense of fatherhood, I'd rather be the unknown. But in the sense of like, if we were taking it to like sports, I'd rather be the famous villain.
oh, okay. Explain now. That boy said,
Yeah, because
"I'd rather be the famous villain."
like in sports wise, I would. So I would say like, to me, the famous villain would be like
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Mike was a terrorist on the court. Like, people who weren't on the court with him loved him and all of that, but he was like really villainized in the actual league and all of that.
Gotcha.
And but he was the best. Still the best to me. So in that sense, that's why I say like the famous villain is sports wise the famous villain because you have everybody's always against you and you just typically still coming out on top.
Right.
Like sports wise. But like in an everyday life, I'd rather be unknown hero. But true.
I'm be the unknown hero. You know what I'm saying? I like to fly under the radar. I just
You about to be well known in a couple of minutes, man. You got all these productions, Unlaced.
Hey,
Got
now that's a whole different story. It's a whole nother topic, man.
3, 4 podcasts going.
That's a
It's
whole
about to be
nother.
well known. Not a villain though, but I feel you got to choose between those two. Yeah, I'm always take the unknown superhero.
Yeah, I mean, naturally you take the high road, but yeah, when it comes down to like my son or whatever, I'm gonna do what I need to do to make sure he good,
Yeah.
and that's just natured in me, to make sure he good. But at the same time, I had the example. My dad was there, and I appreciate that. No, I might not agree with everything he did, and as I've gotten older, I look at things and be like, he could have did something differently, and it's just like, man, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
You can't, and it's like, man, it's hindsight is 20/20, as they always say. It's easy to look back and say my dad could have done this or my parents could have done that.
Right.
And even like yourself, you think back sometimes on situations like just having kids. Like my son's 10 now, man. There's things that I could have done when he was 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 this year. Like that I feel like I could have done better. But it's always like being a parent is never about being perfect, man. And you can never, like, when you see these quote unquote perfect parents on IG and everywhere, like walking around always matching outfits and all of this. Like I wanted to do that for a while, but I was like, man.
Were you and the kid?
Yeah, I did that for a while, get the same shoes and all that, but I'm like, man, this is.
Why you stop? What made you just be like?
That shit expensive. My son's foot grow like a motherfucker, man.
Hey,
my son
3, and I'm like, oh man, he just went to little kid size, and I was just like,
my son shoe size is the same as his age.
10.
A 10. A 10, nigga, no. And his foot can start getting big. I still get him shoes and stuff, but like if I can find something that's like not $200 that we can get together, I'll do that. But I stopped doing the Jordan thing because the Jordan thing, I got I got the Bread 11s when they came out some years back. Again, when they came out, they bring them out all the
3 or
time.
4 years. Yeah.
So last time they came out, I got them for him. Man, he got to wear them bitches once and grew, and his foot got bigger.
Oh man, I know you were just like, look at this baby back
tight.
bush.
I was tight. Like we went up to Kansas City one time, wore them together or whatever for my birthday, and came back. Probably seen him like the week after that, and couldn't fit him. He put the shoe on. My foot hurt. It hurt. It hurt, Dad.
Oh man, I already know, man. I already know.
Yeah, that was like,
I did. I had to bag off my son too because it was like I was just buying them left and right because I was like, oh, these cheap and damn. And I was just like, well, you ain't really going nowhere like that for real.
right.
Next thing I know, when I want to put them on your feet.
They ain't there. You got trying to jam his foot in there. And he over there like hollering. So yeah, it's.
I just like, oh, you finna get these Spider-Mans, bro.
I kept him. I kept my little man in Nikes the whole time, but like just some like, oh, these are nice Nikes. You like these and like that, but not really in the J's. Like I'm hoping one day when his foot stop, he'll be able to get into like J's and shit. But like,
How often does he come up or he hit you in the text and be like, Dad, I love you, or I appreciate you, or
never.
never?
Not initiated, like not initiated.
Oh man, never.
Like nah, not that he don't appreciate me, not that he don't love me and stuff, but that's just like that ain't something that he
ain't doing it.
He do, you know what I mean? Like he real like. He tell me I tell him I love him. He tell me he love me all the time, like every day. I talk to him, tell him I love him every day. But like him initiating and talking, like nah.
Yeah.
He don't even like. I had to get on him. I had to set an alarm on his phone so we can talk every day, or like I set one on mine, so we make sure we talk every day, cause he'll forget. He into Fortnite and 2K and being outside and like.
Which I understand. It's kind of like the whole. You don't even mess with me no more, man.
Dad's secondary.
And you know what's crazy? I like right now, since mine is real little, and I'm just soaking it in. Like every chance that he's in the zone, his daddy mode is like, I appreciate it because I know
it's coming. Yeah,
and it's coming.
And it was the same with me. Like when he was a little younger, I made sure I was with him more. When he was like 2, 3, 4, like even like from when he was born to like 4, I was probably with him a lot more than I am with him now. But I make sure we talk every day now. But like those years are very important because he's gonna know. He might not have the memories of all those times, but he's gonna remember that you were there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He remembers that I was there during those times. So like that's highly important. But like, man, and he could literally call me. We get on the FaceTime. Hey, I love you. I love you too. What you doing? Da 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 da. All right, Dad. I love you. Bye. And like he's cool with that. Like, and
that's all they need.
That's all they need. You know what I mean? And that's all I need sometimes too. Because it's like. That's a grown man. He a grown man for real, almost, basically.
What's crazy? It's good that you do that because, a lot of, especially if you got an old school type of father that doesn't really say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's good that you're continuously telling him.
I love you.
You're embedding that in him to say I love you.
Every day. And then sometimes he'll text me back, love you too. No. I love you. I love you too.
Oh, you want to know this?
Yeah, it's important. It's important. I hit him with
who is it important to you or him?
I think it's important in general. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's important. It's more important to me to instill that in him. Right. But I feel like it's not the same if I tell you I love you and you tell me love you too. Mm-hmm. I just feel like it's not the same because like that possession, like I love you. Like, love you too. Like, why are you that lazy? You
Just
know
going
what
to
I mean?
say I.
Yeah, the I is.
Let's
I
make
feel
it
like
about me.
yeah,
I love
yeah,
you
like
too.
you love me. You know what I mean? I feel like that's highly important. So I make sure I tell my son I love him every day. You know, when I see him, I hug him, love on him. All he don't like it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I
Man, Dad, kick it
hug,
on me, man. Let's-
love, like all of that. Kiss him, all
You got, you know what I'm
all of that.
saying? And that's good because you got to show them, you got to show them that.
Yeah, I got to.
Got to show him that. And
I
so
got
when
to.
he goes out and when he's an adult and he goes out in this world, he's going to know that he got a lot of love from his dad.
Yeah, he ain't gonna. He. I will never have him seeking love or validation from anybody.
Especially from another guy.
Yeah, like nah.
I think that's probably like the ultimate like gut punch, or at least
Yeah.
one of them that your son had to go see some kind of validation from some other person that wasn't even in the household
Yeah,
or
a coach. Or,
yeah.
friends, and, that's how a lot of kids end up in gangs and doing stupid
streets.
shit, crimes, and they don't have nobody to love on them. Like, I think that's part of it. Like, and even like having somebody loving you, you have to have somebody loving you in the right way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not just telling you, I love you after they beat you, or after, you know what I'm saying, or once every week I tell you I love you. Like, nah, I tell you I love you every single day. And that's important. I feel like that's part of being an unknown superhero, man.
Man, yeah, cause I mean, like I said, like man, if you one of them guys that had to go out and seek some kind of love from, and you might not even recognize it as love. It's probably more so like validation or some attention of something like, well, my dad
wanting to belong.
right?
Yeah,
Because you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. You feel like your dad or whatever doesn't see who you are or
Wasn't
accept
there,
who you are or
yeah.
not even there. You had to go seek it for somebody else that you
Yeah.
highly respect.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That could be a good thing and a bad thing. Because not necessarily I want to throw everybody on the bus and say, you can't do that.
Right.
But I'm just saying
Because there's situations
that you need.
it. You have to.
Right.
But I feel like it's okay. It's a great thing if it's like you're having that validation or that need to belong in like the right situation. You may
Right.
have it. You may have it in team sports, chess club. You know, you may be an actor or actress. You know, in like those type of settings where it's like it's the right setting to where you
Right.
have to where you get that validation from. You know, it's okay. And then I'm not saying like you don't need it, even if you do have your dad in your life, but like going out to seek it in the wrong place is where a lot of young kids get into like different things, drugs, alcohol, you know, at a young age, gangs, and like just the wrong path that they shouldn't be.
Right. So to add something to that, what do you think is the best way to like with us? Let's say we in our 30s, right? And we know what our pops are. We know what they are like, or what they're about, and they've been that way as long as you know them. But it's like, do you feel like that? It comes to a certain point where you feel like, hey, you have to put your foot down to either grab their attention and be like, yo, this is what it is and this is what I need, or be like, yo, dad, I need, you know what I'm saying, I need something from you. Cause I feel like, I'm older and I know better.
Give me an example. Like,
I'll give you an example. If you know your pops, let's say as long as you've been an adult, your pops don't call you every day. Let's say your pops don't call you every day, and he's not gonna call you unless you talk to him.
as I call him, yeah.
But if
You want that call.
you want that call,
How do you say it?
do you feel like you get to a certain point and be like, hey man, this is what I need? Do you feel like you just get to a point where you're like, hey man, this is what I need from you?
Yeah, I feel like you can. I feel like for me personally, me and my dad don't have that relationship where we have to call each other all the time or talk like often. But in the same sense, I don't want that for my son. But also, my son's not an adult, so
That's true.
So, and my son don't live with me, so it's a different situation. But I feel like if it came to that point where I was like, I need my dad to call me every day or talk to my dad every day, I would just tell him, like, yo, I call my dad one day and be like, Dad, we need to talk every day. I need you to call me. I'm going through this, or I'm dealing with this, and I need you to call me every day. Or if I don't call you, call me, or vice versa, or text me, see if I need to call or talk to. But like, we need to have some type of communication every day. And like, I would just tell him, like,
You think he'll be receptive?
yeah, my dad's retired. He don't do nothing, man. He just.
Oh no, my dad ain't retired yet.
He just be chilling, man.
My dad ain't retired. He's still out here thinking 25.
My dad is real receptive to anything that, like, any conversations that we've had. You know, my dad has been real receptive. Basically, you know, all of my adult life, I've been able to talk to my dad or call him and say, you know. Now my dad will, like, if I have to call him and say I need something, I'm gonna get a long speech. It's gonna be
Why you get a long speech? I don't understand that. What you get a long speech for?
like I haven't had to do it in a while. But let's say like if I call my dad and be like, Dad, yo, I need X amount of money. I know he got it. Like, he got it, but I need it. He gone, why you need it? What you do? How you do it? Do you got a plan to pay me back? Do you got a budget? I need to see the budget. You know, if you was in your budget and you was doing this and this, like I told you.
They gonna give you that, yeah.
It's gonna be, but my dad's speeches it'd be a speech, but I love him for it. Like, it made me better, like, throughout life.
The thing is that you want to hear the speech.
I do not. Never. And he know I don't want to hear it, but that's not going to stop him from doing
it. You don't even want to hear the speech. You like, man, I'd rather go broke without hearing that speech, man.
And there was times where I was like...
But you know, I still think that's a tactic. No, you know,
it is.
They give you the speech, so they like, so you won't ask me for nothing.
You won't keep coming back over here for this because you know you don't want to hear it.
But you know what's crazy? And you know what's crazy? Me personally, I don't think I'll do that to my son. I don't think I'm gonna give him a speech. Now, I would say this because, you know, not to be. I'm just gonna say, white folks don't do that. They don't. They son. I'm talking about even as
Dad, I need $200,000 right now.
They dropping it off.
They just drop it.
They dropping it off. They might be angry. They might turn red and say, "Damn it, Charlie!" But they send it in the account. Half the time they sitting there. Oh, you having such and such? Let me just go on and go do it for. But when they come to us, oh man, we got to hear a whole speech.
But you also got to think
how you ain't doing stuff right. Like, look, man.
But look, also we don't come from wealth like they come from wealth.
That's true, but that's why we've been in this era of generational wealth. Yeah. That's why I would say our generation, we know better now. Yeah. Now, my parents and my grandparents, they ain't know no better. Yeah. But us,
we know better.
We know better.
We got to do better. So I feel you. I don't know if I would with us. I don't know if I would I won't say I'm gonna give my son a speech on that, but like I'm gonna talk to him, and I'm hoping and believing that like I'll be in a space where I won't have to be like, you know, I need it back or I need you to. But I don't, like, even my dad he don't need it back. My dad just cheap. Like my dad, and it's like
my dad gonna want it back.
No. He definitely wants it back, and he's gonna get it back. But does he need it back? No.
I get you on that. He
like,
need it back, but
he don't need it back. But he gonna.
I'm gonna get it next week. Next week.
Yeah, he want it back.
See me, I better have it all ready.
Like he want the.
I need this
everything.
much. Can I get it? And I'm gonna have it to you.
Yes.
If I don't have it to you, oh man.
Yeah, all of that.
Man, mine might even hit me up 3 days before. We still good for yeah, man. I'm just checking. It's just how we just.
But yeah, like, nah. I'm hoping and believing that, like, when I'm sure those times will come with my little man, that I'll just be able to give it to him, and hopefully I won't need to give him a speech. But like, I definitely want to be in a space where like I don't have to give him the speech on the first time.
Right.
You know, I don't want to give him a speech on the first time. I'm just, as long as he don't come and be like, Dad, I need 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I would say that you don't need a speech unless it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, like,
if you just blowing money, you immature, you doing dumb stuff, you don't need a speech. But if it's just like, Dad, I'm gonna ask for what?
Yeah.
Then I'm be like, I don't need my son out here struggling.
Yeah, I don't need him struggling.
Especially if I know it's gonna come out good. I might not even ask for a bet. 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna ask for a bet.
Yeah.
I'm just be like, man, go do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Not an ATM, but
I'm not an ATM, but do what you do, do what you need to do. I don't think, like I said, the first time I have it, I'm gonna.
He get one. He get one first time. He just get one.
But it depends. It's all depends.
It's all situational.
It's situational because like he may be like, Dad, I need 2,000 because I already paid for my books. I got a scholarship, this and this, but I need to pay my rent, and I want to just focus on my school. You know what I'm saying? Pay my rent.
All right.
There ain't no discussion. Like, focus on your school. You're in college. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You got a scholarship, partial scholarship. You need this to, and it's that 2,000. The rent probably a 1,000, but he gonna use that other 1,000 to put gas in his car, eat.
Yeah.
So he ain't got, he gonna do some other stuff.
Yeah, he gonna trick off a little bit.
But that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That in that situation, it ain't even no discussion, man. Here you go. Whatever.
Right.
But he may come and be like, Dad, I want to buy this girl X, Y, Z. You want to take this girl on a date? And I'm like, no, I ain't gonna, depending on how much you need, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let you look bad on a date. Because if you look, if you need it for a date,
you gonna be like, Tommy off a Martin, you get the draws down.
Get the GTD. Is it a GTD situation?
Right. Are you getting the draws down?
But yeah, if he calls like that, it probably is a GTD situation, and he need it. So I give it to him. Yes. But that's part of being the unknown superhero. You know what I'm saying? Sending that little money to the. He got a fine day. He want to take her to fucking Ruth Chris or some shit. All
right, man.
Some expensive.
I said Ruth Chris.
Some expensive. That's the first one I can think of.
All right, man.
Some expensive. I can't think. I don't go to steakhouses like that, but like expensive steakhouse or some
Chris.
shit. What's another one?
God. I don't care.
Whatever, man. But yeah, that's
Look,
part of it, man. If he needed for a good date, I got him.
He got you. Man, look, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there and stepdads out there and father figures out there.
Shout out my son.
Shout out to my son out there.
Fuck with you.
Happy Father's Day. It's your boys, P4, the kid. We on everything. We on YouTube. We on Podbean.
Yeah, that's mine.
My bad. Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon Podcast, iHeartRadio, Instagram, Facebook.
Comment.
We on Twitter. We on TikTok.
Comment.
You get better on there, but
comment.
Yeah, man. Wish us happy Father's Day in the comments, man. Just gonna put it down at the bottom.
And like that, we gone.
Peace.